and welcome to DNA Tennis. My name is Diana.
My name is Angela.
Today we're going to be talking about the continental grip and why it's so important in serves, not only the advanced serves like the kick serve and the slice serve, but also for the flat serve. So a lot of players think that if they're serving the flat serve, they don't necessarily need to use the continental grip. We're going to talk about why that's not true. First though, let's take a quick look at what is the continental grip.
Super quickly, the continental grip looks like this. To better understand it, I marked the bevels on the racket, and if this is bevel number 1, this would be bevel number 2, this would be bevel number 3, and it has 8 bevels. So if your index knuckle lays on bevel number 2, that's your continental grip. Make sure your index finger is a little bit separate from the other fingers, gives you a little more stability and feel.
So let's talk a little bit about what happens when we try to serve a flat serve without a continental grip. So there's a very limited amount of power that one can use if you're just using your forehand, semi-western or eastern forehand grip, and serving a flat serve this way, right, straight on. So with that, there's only so much power that you can exert over the ball before it goes out, because there's no pronation of the wrist, or of the forearm. So just quickly, pronation, when I say pronation, all it is this. That's the pronation, right? This would be supination, this would be pronation. So holding the racket, it's this, also commonly referred to as the wrist snap, even though there's no actual bending of the wrist. So to compensate, some players that use this grip also either will just use a limited amount of power to get the ball in, or they'll start to kind of jerk their whole arm down in an attempt to add more power and still have the ball bounce in. So with the continental grip, because of the position of the racket and your forearm, when you hit, you'll be able to have this pronation over the ball, which will allow you to add as much power as you want and still be able to snap that ball into the court. So sometimes when a player is first starting to use the continental grip, it'll feel really weird. You might have a hard time hitting the ball, or it just feels like you might not have enough power. So to kind of combat that, to help you adjust to the continental grip easier, there's a really neat, quick little trick. So let's take a quick look at that.
To feel more in control with the new thing, with the new grip, the easier way is to do it, to choke up on the racket and also cut the motion. What I mean by that, we're not going to do the full motion on the serve. We're going to just do the point of contact. So you're going to take a ball and then you're going to try having the racket on edge, and then just straighten out the face of the racket. Make sure you don't change the grip, just hold the continental grip, and then at point of contact, turn, turn, turn. As you get used to it, you can slide a bit more, and at the end, as you're getting more and more comfortable, you're gonna get all the way, you're gonna hold the racket in full length.
So once you get comfortable with the continental grip, you can then add in the full motion of the serve back in. And I think you'll start to notice that you'll be able to add so much more power to your shots because you'll have that pronation, so you won't have to compensate with the shoulder, with the arm. It won't go out anymore. You'll be able to add power without actually hitting the ball out of the box. So we hope that helps, and we'll see you next week.